Manchester United fans, there is an honest conversation I want us to have today. And it's about the transfers that are going on and the inactivity from Manchester United. Should we be worried? This is the question I'm posing out to you guys there. Should we as Manchester United fans be worried? Now, we have seen the likes of Matheus Fernandes, who Man United were looking for. They couldn't get him. We have seen Sandro Tonali, also linked to Man United. He has now gone to Spurs for £100 million from Newcastle. Matheus Fernandes went to the same Spurs for £85 million. Now, these boys are fantastic players, right? But I don't agree to that valuation. When we saw that news, I said, yes, these guys are fantastic players, but that valuation of £100 million for Tonali, I don't think Tonali is worth that. Secondly, his wages are way too high. We are here in the region of 275 to 300k weekly. Now, for Matheus Fernandes, I always repeat this. This is a player that got relegated with West Ham last season. If he was that good, they would not have gotten relegated. He got relegated with Southampton 2 seasons ago. Last season, he got relegated with West Ham. Will Spurs get relegated next season? I don't know. But I'm asking this honest question because we have not really seen any intent from Manchester United. As it stands now, as at the day I'm making this video, it's not been made official that Man United has signed anybody. It has not been made official. Yes, we know that we have gotten a here we go from Fabrizio Romano as regards the Ederson deal, that everything is sorted out, right? But it's not been made official. So as it stands now, Man United, they have made 0 signings. Spurs have spent £237 million. Manchester City has spent £137 million. And just look at the list of what Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool have spent. If you're looking at the top, the big 6 in the Premier League, the amount they've spent. But Manchester United, as it stands now, they have spent £0 is what they've spent, because, like I said, Ederson's deal has not been made official. So, officially, we have not signed anyone yet. So, this is why I'm asking this question. Should we be worried? And the only thing that made me to ask this question is this. Man United spent weeks pushing for this Matheus Fernandes deal. The same thing with Tonali. I think they were very much close with the Matheus Fernandes deal after the Ederson deal went out of our hands because Forest were demanding 120 million. Later came down to 160 million pounds, which City paid for him. And you guys knew that you will not be able to pay the 85 million pounds that West Ham were demanding. Why then were you waiting? Why then? You should have just walked away, since West Ham were adamant that if you don't give us the 85 million pounds, we are not selling him to you. Why waste too much time there? This is the only reason why I'm worried. Now, I'm not worried that we are unable to sign Elliot Anderson. I'm not worried that we were unable to sign Matheus Fernandes. Neither am I worried that we didn't get Tonali. That's not my problem. But my problem is, why waste time on players you know you cannot pay the money the club actually value that player for? If you know you can't pay it, you move on to the next target. It's very simple. You have target A, B, C, D. Probably down to E or F, right? If your option A doesn't work, you go for B. Not you taking 4 weeks and at the end of the day, you don't even go to bid or even sign that player. It doesn't make any sense to me. So please, I'm saying this to Manchester United. I know they might see this video or not, but I am going to say this. Please, I as a Man United fan, I am not looking for Man United to sign a player of 200 million pounds, 150 million pounds. No. There are players out there in the market that you can get for good bargain. who are going to give you even better quality than those 100 million pounds or 90 million pounds. For example, this Cape Verdean midfielder, their number 6, Kelvin, that boy is a baller. Even their number 3 as well, their number 14, I think it's the number 14 for Cape Verde should be, I think is either Duante or Duarte. I don't know how to pronounce his name. There are many good players that we've seen in this World Cup. Ulai of Ivory Coast. That boy is a good midfielder, the number 26 for Ivory Coast. Ulai. That boy is good. You look at the Moroccan midfielder, that small boy. Ayub Boadi, very good midfielder. These are guys we can get for cheaper price. And they will even give us, they will offer us better things than these 85, 100 million pounds, 160 million pounds guys can do for us. Or we can even go for Chomeni. We can give Madrid 60 million pounds or 65, top 70. But I don't want us to go over 70 though. Between 60 to 65, we can sign Chomeni. So I don't want Man United to waste time on transfers. Okay, according to what we got from Fabrizio and David Ornstein in June, we already agreed deal to sign Ederson. Now, July, nothing. Even the one we agreed, it's not been made official. I understand that, right? Other people have been doing businesses. But Man United's case is always different. But please, United, you people should do better. My fellow United fans, this is how I feel about this whole thing. I know there are so many people out there that feel the same way I feel. It's not about going for those big signings. If you don't, for example, you did not get the Matheus Fernandes or the Sandro Tonali or the Elliot Anderson, go for the next target. Get a replacement. Since your A, B didn't work and your C probably didn't work, then you go and get the D. Instead of wasting time, next month, August, the transfer window closes. When it's 2 weeks to the transfer window to close, you guys will begin to rush things. It doesn't make sense. Honestly, it doesn't make sense. So that was why I asked that question earlier. Man United fans, should we be worried? Should we be worried? This is very, very important. Next month now, the transfer window is going to close and we have not gotten anything reasonable. Other clubs are busy. Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham, right? But it's a cause for concern. That was why I asked this question from the beginning of this video. Should we be worried, Manchester United fans?